Here with head coach Sean Kiracofe. Lady Demons just wrapping up their first official practice of 2021. A lot of these first few practices are about knocking the rust off. We've talked about that in the past. Feels like you guys were knocking some rust off pretty quickly out there today.
It was good, and we talked about it from the beginning of the end of last year, of just how we were shorthanded from a number standpoint. So we have 14 in the gym. All of our incoming new players, fill roles that we were at times lacking last season. So to just be able to put them into those missing spots and to have numbers is great, and just everything kind of moved a whole lot better now that we have more of a full roster out there.
Haley coming back off the injury. I know she's going to be a big part of this season. Well, she was last year as well,
Yep.
But and some of the autumn played a big role. How do you sort of lean on them, maybe Bryce and some of the other older players, to help sort of get the younger ones up to speed quicker?
I mean, that senior leadership of just, being able to help answer questions of what's coming up next, or what does this mean? Honestly, so I mean, I try to do my best of explaining everything, of teaching all the little things that we do on a daily basis. But people are still going to have questions. So to have that senior leadership from a Bryce or a Reagan Lee, is always important. You bring up Autumn, and Autumn's versatility is honestly the only way we made it through the season last year, of her having to do absolutely everything and play almost every single position. So for her to be able to kind of just focus on setting now, but still be that versatile volleyball, well-rounded player, always helps in anything we do. And then, I mean, Haley's special. So, anytime you can get somebody like that back on the court, it just raises the level of what we can do out there in practice. And she hasn't missed a beat. I mean, it's impressive, and you always wonder, and you ask those questions of how do you feel, and she's like, I feel great. But, athletes say that. But you would never know that anything happened out there.
Is there a sense of, and we throw around the word normalcy and normal things and all that sort of stuff a lot the past few years and months for sure. Does it feel a little more normal to come into August, early August, to get out there, prepare, and start working towards that first match at the end of August?
Yes, absolutely. So this is my 19th season as a collegiate coach. You get into a routine of things start in August, and then you duck your head and you don't take a breath until Thanksgiving, and then you take a little break and you hit the training in the spring, and that's just the cycle. That's the routine, and you don't know how much your body's ingrained into it until something disrupts all that. So to be playing right now in August, and to get an actual preseason, to be able to train and work on things and get people used to what's happening, it feels great. It does feel comfortable, and exciting. And again, I go back to just how we were short-handed number-wise on the court. A lot of things that we do on a normal basis, year in, year out, we just couldn't do because we didn't have the numbers to pull that stuff off. So now we do, and we can get into that normal flow of all these game-like drills that we create to really specifically work on something specific, to say the word again. But we have a lot of real-world volleyball going on around it before we actually get to that point. I mean, we just couldn't do because we didn't have enough people to make it work, and now we do. It's just a more comfortable and better feeling going into the season.
All right, thanks a lot, Coach.
Thank you.